This is ReadAlignDoAlignCooking.com. My name is Mike Pierce. Welcome to my kitchen and welcome to my home. Today we're going to talk about pasta. We're not actually going to cook anything. Been looking at this book, Great Pasta Sauces by Sally Griffith, and it's got a section in here on how to cook pasta. Now, I hate to read to you from a book, but I'm going to read to you from a book a little. Then we'll talk about some other stuff. This won't take very long. I've been making pasta forever, just like a lot of you probably have, and it turns out I don't know how to make pasta, apparently. So first, here's what it says. How do you cook pasta? Bring a large pot of water to boil, add salt and then the pasta, stir well, put the lid on the pot until the water returns to boiling, and remove it. Stir the pasta several times during the cooking process. To make sure the pasta does not overcook, test it once or twice a minute or two before the manufacturer's cooking time is up. In my case, I'm going to make linguine in a minute here, and that's 11 to 13 minutes. So at about 9 minutes probably, I should test it. And then maybe at 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there, right? Depending on how it is. That's the basic process. There's some cool things in here though. I gotta tell you a couple more things, all right? So how much water do you need? During the cooking process, pasta absorbs water and loses starch. If there's insufficient water in the pot, the pasta will reabsorb the starch. Work on a ratio of 1 quart of water to 3.5 ounces of pasta. Or just use a really big pot and make sure you have plenty of water. Okay, next. Should the water be salted? Yes. Otherwise, the pasta will taste rather bland. Add a generous pinch or two of salt after the water boils. I gotta caution you. So, hold on for that for a second. If you were to take that pot to my sink, fill it with water, pour some salt in, put it on my range, turn it on. The salt will pit the bottom of that pan or pot, okay? So you don't want to do that. But these guys tell you to salt it generously after it's already boiling. That's where I have to caution you, because I've done it twice now. And both times, water went everywhere because you're lowering the temperature. Salt lowers the temperature at which water boils, therefore it boils harder. Meaning, you dump in a bunch of salt, it goes everywhere. So what you really want to do, turn it on, wait for it to start to boil, put a little salt in, put a little more salt in, until you get to whatever you want. The point is, be kind of slow about it or else it'll go everywhere. You really don't want that. Again, I've done it twice, but try not to do it again. Moving on. Okay. It says, how do you prevent pasta from sticking to the pot? And basically just tells you to stir it a lot. But then it says oil should not be added. Now, a lot of us add oil. And I can tell you why I've done it. Because I'm normally not using that nice pot. For most of my life, I just did it in a saucepan, which is not big enough. So I would just, this is sacrilege. I would just snap my spaghetti in half, toss it in, and off we go. So you've got a fair amount of pasta in a small space, not enough water. The starch makes the water foam, and that's what makes it overflow. Oil stops that from happening. So you can do it that way. It just works better if you just get the right pot and put enough water in. So I thought I'd mention that. I thought it was interesting. They mention, the question is, should you use a colander to drain your pasta? So yeah. But they also say, do not over drain. Pasta should be slippery so that the sauce coats it properly. Kind of interesting. Last thing, do you pour cold water over pasta after draining it? No. It would remove the coating of starch and cool it down. Toss pasta and sauce together immediately. That's it. So basically it's get a good sized pot, fill it with water, put it on your stove, turn it on. Once it starts boiling, slowly add salt to make sure you don't go crazy. Add your pasta, put the lid on. Once it starts boiling again, take the lid off, let it cook. And in my case, 11 to 13 minutes for linguine. A couple minutes before that, start testing. Once it's all done, drain it in your colander and then toss it with sauce immediately. Anyways, that's it, which is what I'm about to do. So hopefully this helps you. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.